You know, on the topic of race, me, I'm Canadian. I'm white, but white's not a race. I mean, my race is Canadian, and my heritage is Slavic, Balkan. That's me. Now, on the topic of race, since my home country is Canada, and we are a multicultural nation, but what capitalism society isn't multicultural, because everybody that's not from a fucking capital nation wants to emigrate to a capital nation and does so successfully in today's age. So in all capitalism nations, there are a mix of fucking cultures. Now, when you see one race like Indian, like Asian, like Latino, Mexican, like South American, like Southeast Asian, like Japan, China, Indonesia, Filipino, every group, or European or African, every group that has problems. That I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I'm gonna cut straight to the fucking point. Every group that you have problems with stems partially, not totally. Some of it's just a nature, human factor, but partially stems from cultural tendencies. Indians in India are dirty scum. They're dirty scum. So when they come to Canada, they don't fully adapt. There's some dirty scum left. So that's why when you see Indians and you think dirty scum, is because they're from a land where it's dirty scum. Similarly, Africans, South Americans, Asian. Now, when you see Asians, they adapt. I was told Asians don't adapt. I was told Asians, like if you go to their house, and I did go to their houses when I was younger in play dates, and they would have a lot of Asian culture in the home. A lot of Asian ornaments, Asian candles, Asian food, a lot of especially Chinese stuff. 100% Chinese, not 100, but a ton of Chinese stuff. But when I say culturally adapt, I mean they become educated, familiarize themselves with our culture in the West and capitalism, with our laws, and in society. They become social, they become communicative, they become talkable, and they become successful. They create wealth, and they spend their wealth in our country and invest in our resources. So Asians, these are the stereotypes I have, right? And like I said, it's partially because these other races, they come from other cultures that where they have different tendencies than our culture in the West. The point I'm trying to fucking get to is when you talk about black people, what am I supposed to say? What the fuck am I supposed to say? Am I supposed to say, oh, he's from Africa and they got blood wars in Africa? So that's why he's bringing knives to a track meet to stab a student athlete unprovoked? Like, that's why they're stealing cars so they can ship them back to Africa? That's why they're robbing white people, because in Africa they have race wars and they hate white people? Like, they're not fucking Africans. You understand? Black people, are you different than me? Are you fucking, other than the color of your skin? Other than the color of your fucking skin. Nobody in Africa is watching this YouTube clip. No one in fucking Asia and China, they don't even allow YouTube, alright? The only people watching this fucking clip are Canada and USA. So if you're fucking black and you're watching this video, or hopefully it gets shoved down your throat, how fucking different are you from me? How fucking different are you from me? You were born here, you fucking piece of shit. You were fucking born here. So you don't have the excuse that it's your fucking cultural tendency. It's your cultural tendency. You're African, you're Somalian, you're Ethiopian, you're fucking Congo, Dominican or Republic of Congo, and violence is your first response. You're fucking American. You're fucking American. And what? 80% of violent criminals are black, and they make up less than 19% of the population. They make up less than 19% of the population, and 80% of the fucking violent offenders are black. Racism was abolished over 150 years ago. Don't even look that far. Don't even look that far, son. Don't even look that far, son. Look fucking 20 years over the course of my lifetime, since I was a teenager till today. And what the fuck the next 20 years is going to look like. I see victim, 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 victim. You know the difference between a Serbian and a black man? You know the difference between a Romanian, between a Russian, between a Ukrainian, between a fucking Pole, between a fucking Balkan and a black man? When a fucking Slavic person, I'm being straight up 100% honest, when a Slavic person fucks up, or someone from their community fucks up, they will hold accountability. They will hold account. I've been there. I've been in those conversations. It's a very minor amount of the time, but even when that exists, I've been in those conversations. I've been in those places. We hold accountability to the offenders, how we come across as a people, to the rest of the world, and accountable to ourselves. That's a fucking core difference between a Slav, because you a lot far less criminals are Slavs, but you will find Slav dirt. You will find Slav dirt, possibly. But every Slav dirt, we will take account. If we go to the World Cup, watch the fucking World Cup. Find out how many of these crimes are going to be committed by Slavs, and find out how much rioting is going to be done by the blacks, the Africans. And then, who's going to take accountability for the scum that did the rioting from their own group? How many fucking black people are going to take accountability versus play victim? That's the difference. I'm telling you this as a 35-year-old mature adult, who's fucking been in Canada for 30 years. All right? A Slav, any Slav, Romanian, Czechoslovakian, Slovenian, Luka Modric, Nikola Jokic, whoever the fuck, they will take accountability. If some fucking Slovenian guy stabs somebody at a basketball game, that Luka Doncic is gonna play victim? Or will Luka Doncic, who is already kind of immature, I guess, will he say, honestly, it's not all right. And then look at someone like fucking Joel Embiid, or who else is from there? LeBron James. Look at LeBron James. Now if a black man stabs someone at an arena, will there be 1,000,001 made up fucking excuses as to why the black person acted out the way he did? And this black person is super high class citizen, fully mentally astute, and acted out as fucking some sort of high class citizen in some kind of very provoked manner to the extreme. Basically playing victim. Basically no accountability and victim. That's the difference between a Slav and a black. And for the past however many fucking years blacks have been in America, that's how far people have come. That's how far the Balkan and the white North American capitalism has progressed, and that's how far the black people have progressed. Once again, I close this rant with what's different between a black man in capitalism and a white man in capitalism. We were both born here. In fact, I immigrated here, so I got cultural tendencies. You were born here. You shouldn't have African fucking tendencies because you got great grandparents that were born here. That's another thing. It's so odd. It's just odd. It's odd. It's strange. It's fucking strange how these gang members, and the way they're portrayed in cinema when the black people go to jail and crime shows and documentaries, it's so fucking strange that they've got like 7 aunties and unks and grandparents and cousins and extended family and all across the states, they got fucking network of support and family, and they're killing somebody stealing a fucking Honda vehicle.
Oh, they revamped the whole endgame?
That don't make sense. That's just odd. Because I got no extent. I got me, my brother, my dad, and my mom. And my brother's gone, and I got my dad and my mom. That's it. No cousin, uncle, auntie, grandparents, nothing. Dad and mom. That's fucking it. In the entire fucking nation of Canada. And these guys got auntie, uncle, 50-person family. And I'm supposed to give them the excuse it's African cultural tendency. Oh, fucking bullshit.
Let's see if we can sleep.
Fucking bullshit. Like, it's never gonna change. It's just what a black, and then you will be judged. I'm hoping you will be judged, and you should be judged. Everyone should be judged. I want to be judged. I want to be judged. I want to be judged based on other Slavs. I openly promote that I'm a Slav. I openly promote my Serbian culture, my Russian culture, my Canadian culture, my white culture, my Serbian language, my French language from Canada. I openly, proudly open myself up to being judged based on my culture. So everyone should be judged. Indians, Asians, Mexicans, blacks. Everyone's going to be judged and should be judged based on their people. That's the only way society will grow. That's the only way we will filter out the negatives. That's the only way we'll filter out the negatives. If you get judged collectively. So, because if you're a good person, but you come from a toxic group and you're judged as bad group, you will inspire change within your group, or you will fall victim to it. And go to prison. So
12 years ago. Yeah.
The only way we will change is if we judge every group, and we do judge them based on their actions. We're not judging them based on the color of their skin. We're not judging them based on that they're ugly. We're not judging them based on that they're fat. We're not judging them. We will judge them if they smell. If they smell, we will judge them. That's personal hygiene. That's something you can do something about that. Maybe you can't do something about your diet or your exercise or the color of your skin or your prettiness, but you can do something about your hygiene. You can do something about your appearance. You can do something about your communication, your effort. You can do something about that. You can do something about your community openness and how inclusive you are into the culture. You can do something about that. So everything that's in your control, that's what you're being judged for. That's what I'm being judged for. We're all being judged for that. As a group. As a fucking group. Because groups learn from each other. Groups grow on their shared tendencies. So groups all get judged based on what's in their control. That's all there is. That's all there is.
I think what happened was I took on too much.